I was born in the 1900s, so I missed out on all the color wonder of the 80s until I bought this home that's stuck in the past. Today we have 72 hours and a no demo rule to give our time capsule bathroom a renter-friendly 80s glam makeover, making this the most shocking episode of...
She's from New York and now in Palm Springs. Wow. Watch Courtney build the colorful world of her dreams. And color me spaces, color me spaces.
We're in a full war against beige, coloring every room in my Palm Springs house. And my disaster of a master bathroom is a total 80s teardown. But Paris and I can't seem to agree on a design, so years have gone by as it remains dated and ugly. But you don't have to believe me. Let's time travel to see. Oh, hello.
What are you wearing?
Welcome to the 80s. Let me show you the bathroom. We're all about big hair, shoulder pads, and bold colors, but this bathroom is a little bland. First, we have this puffy storage tower, which I actually really like. I feel like it gives the room a lot of character, but does make it feel a little dated. Maybe there's a way to spice it up a bit. It currently divides the his and hers bathroom sinks, which I'll show you right over here. Here in the 80s, green sinks and bathroom fixtures are totally on trend. Plus, we're loving dark granite, so that's what we have here. But the only problem is when you brush your teeth, it leaves white everywhere. And back behind me is the first of many mirrors with a light fixture that needs a little bit of love. Ah! But one thing I love about this bathroom is there's so much storage. Between the tower and these cabinets underneath, we have so much room for all of my blue eyeshadow and hairspray. But it wouldn't be the 80s without floor to ceiling mirrors. We have these all over the bathroom so that you could check yourself out at every corner. But to add a little bit of glam, it's covered in gold hardware with a pop of green to match back to all the other color. In the future, they might get rid of this, but here in the 80s where everything is glam and over the top, I guess it could stay. And while the mirror is great to get your jazzercise on, this tub is perfect for an after exercise soak. We have some glamorous gold hardware, and as a bonus, since everything's bigger in the 80s, so is this tub. It's huge. And as a plus, it even has a pillow. It's like a luxurious spa just right here in your bathroom. And as our floor to ceiling mirror continues, it flows into this corner where you're met with glass block, another staple of the 80s. In the future, they might see glass block as a little bit dated, but here it's totally on trend. Oh, if one mirror wasn't enough here, we have another one right over there. I think in the future, a freestanding tub might be all the rage, but here in the 80s, we love a chunky drop-in with a little color and a lot of tile. The last corner of our bathroom is a shower, which has this big gold chunky plate that feels totally 80s. It's a decent size, especially for the times. In the future, I feel like a wet room or a big open concept might become a little bit more popular, but here in the 80s, we like everything organized into perfect little pocket. But one thing I don't like is the mixing of metals. We have all this gold chunky hardware paired with this subtle silver stuff, and maybe we can switch it all to one tone. Probably gold. White tile isn't necessarily my favorite, so maybe there's a way to glam it up a bit. And for the concrete, it's seen better days, so we're gonna have to fix that too. But the worst thing about this room is all the white. The 80s are about color and pattern and just playful expression, so all of the bland, boring nothingness going on here has gotta go. With a little work, I think we can give this bathroom an 80s glam makeover.
Yeah, because after all, girls just want to have fun, right?
They just wanna. I wonder if these details only feel dated because we're looking at them through a current lens. So instead of trying to erase them, let's lean in and create a space that captures the essence of the 80s in a temporary, renter-friendly way. So that means no demo and nothing permanent. And just for fun, let's do it in 72 hours. Everything's bigger in the 80s, so I'm going bold with pattern play, opulence, and of course color. And even breaking our monochromatic rule, combining two colors that represent the decade and us as a pair. But since I have to keep the green tub in sync, let's stick to our signature color palette of mint and blush, adding in splashes of teal, dark green, pinks, and pops of coral. And maybe even one surprise color too. I still want to renovate this room one day, but until then, let's give her one last grand glam 80s makeover. The first thing we need to fix are the floors. They're not that bad, but I feel like we could do better. We have a few options to explore, but we have to match back to the green sink. These are like peel and stick tiles. They're just feeling kind of cheap. So I also got these to try.
The idea of carpet in a bathroom kind of grosses me out, but it also feels very 80s.
Let's cut the floor panels so they fit perfectly and adhere them with these sticker dots so they don't budge without damaging the floor. Moving on to bathroom fixtures, we have two options. This one is too modern, this one. I don't even need to think about it. Instantly this one. I also got this 80s swan one that will probably freak Paris out, so I won't even consider it. This chunky gold bold one feels very 80s and even kind of matches back to the one that we have in the bathroom. A few YouTube tutorials later and I'm a total plumber, but if the idea of doing this yourself freaked you out, just hire a local handyman to get it done. We're obviously not gonna replace the whole shower, but this monstrosity has gotta go. You can swap out your shower head in any rental shower, and having one you like makes such a difference. But this is looking a little bare, so let's add some no-drill shelves for extra storage. A fun and pretentious fact about me is that I see color better than 99% of people, so I get really detail-oriented when picking out paint colors that no one can actually tell the difference between. Today we're painting. Paint is the easiest way to add a lot of color for only a little money. After much debate, we ultimately landed on mint, and wow, it instantly transformed the space. Instead of living with white walls, I always paint my rentals and then just paint it back when I move out. Now we can add another layer of glam by switching out all of our light fixtures for something a little bit more on theme. This feels kind of 80s, right? But this is feeling a little bare, so let's dress her up with either chunky gold or pink lucite. Instead of screws, we can just attach them with command hooks to make it renter-friendly approved. I use these for everything. The glass block isn't my style. It is totally 80s, so maybe we can find a way to give her a little makeover. A tension rod and scallop curtains make it kind of cute, but a little more drama. It's the 80s, we gotta go big. And do you remember this from our red room? I found this vanity to match the circle tower. We're painting all the black parts gold and swapping out these knobs for something more glamorous. Oh look, I even got a tiny little helper. Cerulean, what do you have in your hand? Bathroom?
Purple?
No, it's not purple. This is Cerulean's favorite color. He always talks about purple.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Now give mommy one.
Trade.
Mommy that one.
Share. Now you have your screwdriver. Let me see your screwdriver. Whoa. In the 80s, pastels represented optimism, leisure, and sophistication, where mint gives freshness and relaxation, making it perfect for a bathroom. And jewel tones were for wealth and glamour, where emerald has prestige and power. Overall, we saw a lot more color in people's homes compared to now, and things just felt a little more fun. So let's see if we can capture some of that whimsy into our 3-day renter-friendly bathroom makeover. Buckle up, because we're going back to the 80s. Welcome back to the 80s. We've totally transformed this room in just a few days, so I can't wait to show you around. Come on. Our first stop is the His and Her vanity, where we designed around this existing granite countertop and green sink. But we did switch a few things out, starting with this gold fixture and moving up to our updated light. Temporary changes like this can be swapped out in any rental and switched back before you move on. They really add a special personal touch to any room. I added some products here that kind of match back to the color scheme, but also use some of your pre-existing stuff too.
Ooh, what'd you add?
This one, it's called a man bar. I don't know what it means, but
man bar.
I think it's just actually like a bar of soap. It comes in this cute little container. Isn't that nice?
Container for the man bar.
Yeah, look, there's a mustache on it. This circle tower was one of the reasons I bought this home, but when we were planning our renovation, we couldn't find a way where it could stay. So I'm so glad she got to be seen and celebrated here, and even elevated a bit with some gold hardware. Adding this was an easy way to make it feel a little bit more intentional and give her a bit of a makeover. And my vanity over here is maybe a little bit more pink than Paris's. I really wanted this to be a juxtaposition between the two colors, but on his side, I used a lot more green, and over here, I used a lot more pink. We have pink everything, pink soap, pink toothpaste.
Still leave like toothpaste residue when you're done, even though it's Barbie toothpaste you got.
Yeah, that's why we switched to pink toothpaste. So if you have to see the toothpaste, it's gonna be pink. But I do maybe have just slightly a few more products in Paris on display.
Slightly. You have so many more products than I do.
But they all match back to the color scheme and they look so cute. But instead of removing the floor-to-ceiling mirrors like we originally planned, we actually added one more mirror. I decided to fill this long wall with this rounded vanity, and I like that it kind of matches back to our tower. We switched the knobs out to be pink, updated the legs to be gold, and you might notice here that you're starting to see a sprinkle of yellow that we're scattering throughout the room.
You know, adding more mirrors makes it incredibly difficult to film, right?
Well, I just needed one for my vanity, and the people want to see you, so if Paris shows up here, just say hi. There are a few things here on my vanity, like this tower that has some makeup brushes and makeup pouches, the light up mirror, and these jewelry trays. I just use these to store my rings and bracelets for when I shower or wash my hands. Oh look, one more mirror.
Enough.
Some of the products and packaging of the 80s was really fun and whimsical, so I wanted to bring that back here, like with this heart compact. Do you know what these are, Paris?
No clue.
Lip smackers!
Dr. Pepper.
That's of course the only one that you would know. No, I had to get these ones, which actually are creamy peppermint and chocolate mint, but there is a reason for that. Because these candies were really kind of the inspiration for the color palette of this room. When I think of pink, mint, and yellow, I can't help but think of these. Did you ever eat these as a kid?
What are those?
They were always in my grandma's purse. We drenched this space in mint to help it feel cozy and nostalgic, but also added some pops of pink for a little bit of glam. Pink and mint also happen to be our signature colors, and since this is a shared bathroom space, I love that both of us are reflected here.
Did you say reflected here because of all of the mirrors?
No, I didn't mean to do that. I hate when your puns become contagious. We took out the ceiling fan and added this pink chandelier, which instantly kind of sets the mood for this room. And I had to make sure it was nice and high because I didn't want you to hit your head on it. You're welcome.
I'm a fan of it.
Well, you're not a fan of it anymore. We took the fan out. Down here, I kind of underestimated how much switching out the floors would improve the space, but it really elevated everything else. It also gave us a little bit more to go on for the rest of the room, using the green, white, and stripes sprinkled throughout the bathroom. Plus, it's an easy, renter-friendly option that anyone can do. We also added a little bit of coral with this bath mat. And I like that we're playing with textures here, where the floor is thin and fine and the mat is nice and fluffy. It's time to step into the tub.
What are you doing up there?
I'm getting into the bathtub.
So we still didn't update that, did we?
Nope, we kept it green, but I actually don't hate it now. I feel like with the rest of the space, it's kind of cute. Is that crazy? Because I really couldn't stand this tub before.
Yeah, you know, I think the tub is bubbling with personality.
I have to agree because we gave it so many fun, whimsical details. First of all, over here, do you know what this is?
A box.
No, it's not a box, it's a caboodle.
What?
A caboodle, you've never heard of it?
Kit and caboodle?
Yeah, exactly. These were all the rage in the 80s and 90s, and you would use them to store all of your beauty supplies. But we have a little crack on the edge of that mirror, so that's why these are here to kind of hide that, but also to store all of my extra hair accessories. We added this gold bath tray. It was actually brown, but we just spray painted it gold before doing a few bath accessories like a candle, some body washes. These are actually bath fizzers, which are just so cute. It's a little light, isn't that cute? So you can have a little ambiance in your bath.
Self-care with Pear.
Oh, is
Loading
this
up.
a new series? Probably the thing I couldn't stand most about this bathroom is the glass block. And I know that's really polarizing. Some people really like it, but to me it just feels very dated and 80s. So now that we are leaning into that and kind of using that as a theme, again, I don't hate it, especially because we dressed it up with this little coral swoosh moment. Having the two layers makes it feel a little bit more decadent and just kind of unique. Have you ever taken a bath in here?
No, never.
Me, neither. I feel like Cerulean will really like having a little bubble bath in here.
I think so too.
And in case you want to take a long distance phone call to your best friend over a nice luxurious bubble bath,
Stop it.
we have this. It's a Bluetooth phone, so it like pairs to your phone.
Well, my jaw is dropped and my lips are sealed. I've never seen anything like this before.
Why don't you shut your mouth and let's continue with this tour. We switched out the pillow to be something striped and then added a few more accessories just to kind of fill up the space because this is a pretty big bathtub and a pretty big chunk of real estate.
Courtney, will you please get down?
Okay, time to get out of the bath. We're gonna go past the his and hers striped towels. Beep, boop, beep. But this here is actually storage. I love having added storage solutions in any room. This is the cleanest that you will ever see this room. So anytime I can store stuff and hide it, I love that opportunity for me. One of the things they did a lot in the 80s was like decorative towels, kind of for no reason. Did you have this in your home growing up? Like,
Absolutely not.
You didn't?
I mean, we had towels that we couldn't touch. They were definitely decorative.
That's what this is. But if you want your towels warm and toasty, it is a Paris Hilton bath warmer.
Oh my gosh, my girl Paris Hilton coming through. I like the simple things in life, and this is from the simple life.
So now while you're in the shower, you can just pop your towel in here so it gets nice and toasty and you can feel a luxurious spa experience the second you step out of the shower. When Paris gets Cerulli in a bath and he wraps him up in a towel, he says, "I'm gonna wrap you up like a burrito." And what does Cerulli say?
Ato.
Ato! It's so cute. Moving on to the shower. So we had this gold frame to work with, and I actually, again, kind of like it. I'm so surprised by all the things that I hated in this room. Now that we've designed around them, I actually like. In here we made very few changes, starting with this fixture that we swapped out. It used to be silver and like kind of old, so we updated with this one, which is a little bit chunkier, still feels very 80s, but also a little bit more modern.
Is that magnetic?
Yeah, it's magnetic. Isn't that nice?
Gosh, how luxurious.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I did not shower in this shower before. I showered in the gorgeous orange bathroom that you maybe remember, or sometimes my mom's pink bathroom. I never showered in here because I didn't like it. It was so white and bland and bold. The only other thing we added were these gold shells, which just kind of stick and adhere to the corner, but give us so much more storage. And look, I've moved all of my products in because now I'm gonna actually shower here.
Great. Wow, this is such an upgrade.
Yeah, I feel like the whole goal was to make this livable, and we actually maybe went even beyond that because now I really like it. Eventually, when we demo this shower, we'll probably make more room for it, maybe do like an arch shape, even extend the ceiling a bit, and maybe add a second shower head, just kind of switch everything up. But for now, this works. For our last corner of the bathroom, we have this amazing art piece that Rita made. This one's called Bliss, and it just matches the color scheme perfectly. If you look really closely on the hair, there's even like some blue and aqua tones in there, which I did not realize until we brought it into this room. So I love that it kind of gave it a whole new life. Down below, we have some towels. We did a coral and green combo, bringing in some more stripes. And then I got this hamper. I didn't even realize that it would match our paint color perfectly, but I love that it is on wheels because it is a little tight with the door of the shower. So being able to move it forward and back gives us the option to easily get in and out of the shower. This might be the most shocking transformation I've ever seen in one of our Color Me spaces, not because we did crazy things, but just because it looks so different with just a few simple switches.
I think this bathroom was a disaster before, and now it's in mint condition. The elephant in the room is I think we know that we're gonna have to make some wholesale renovations sometime soon, but
yeah,
for now, I think this space is amazing.
That's kind of what nostalgia is all about. It's a fleeting feeling. It's not something that lasts forever, and sometimes that's why it's a little bit more special. I hope this proved to you that you don't have to take a sledgehammer and totally tear everything to the ground to get a whole new space. Sometimes planning for the home you want means taking your time and renovating slowly. Don't feel like you have to make all these changes at once. I'm so glad that I spent more time being really thoughtful about the updates I made to my home, because otherwise I think I would have made a lot of mistakes. Just because something's old doesn't make it unworthy. And if we worked on celebrating some of those dated details instead of trying to destroy them, we might find something worth saving. So what did you think of our 72-hour renter-friendly, demo-free makeover? Not bad for 72 hours, right? Should we still destroy this bathroom in the future? And if so, what should we do? Because you know we can't decide. But until then, at least I get to live in 80s glamour. But we only have one room left to color in this home. my bedroom. So don't forget to subscribe because I'd hate for you to miss the next episode of
Color me space.
Say bye.
Color me space.